Hey everyone, welcome back. This is part two. We just finished up with our Roll20 introduction video, so just wanted to create a few videos that will explain to our new auditionees and auditioners, I guess I should say, and auditioners, is that a word? I don't know. And our players that are interested in make it into D&D Legion Let's Play. So here I have our DnDBeyond page. It's DnDBeyond.com. And again, all you need to join our campaign is the free version. I encourage you not to spend your money if you can, unless you have the funds to do so. I was an idiot and I bought all of the source books for D&D Beyond, so don't go spend all your money and do that, because when you join my campaign you get access to all of the source material. So yeah, don't be an idiot like I was. So over here we have collections, game rules, source materials, access to all of my source materials here, tools, marketplace, media, forums, new player guide. I would recommend checking this out. It is going over everything that I will be going over today. Once you create an account and once you get an invite for us to join a campaign, you're going to go to your campaigns. You can either import a character or create a character. Let's see. Frankly, I don't give a fork. And this is where all of our auditionees are. And Gazelle right here. The lovely Gazelle, who's an amazing artist. They are an aspiring they are no longer an aspiring DM. They are a DM. So keep an eye out for Gazelle and putting out work. So, and then Andre, if you watched the last audition for Legion D&D Let's Play, you would have seen Andre. So I'm actually going to pick on Grimm's character and should give you a little tour of Andre. So Beyond 20, it's not finding it. That is the extension we'll go over and how to install that links your Roll20 and your D&D Beyond. This will pop up if you don't have Roll20 open up. That's absolutely fine. Does not cause any damage at all. So this is Andre right here. Little avatar of him. He is a beefy boy. And if I wasn't there to watch him roll his dice, I would not have believed how well he had done on his stats. He did amazingly well. Okay, so everything on D&D Beyond is clickable. So if you're wondering, how does he have a strength or a constitution of 20, you click on this 20 here. It'll tell you that he has a modifier of +5 here, a racial bonus of a +1, and a miscellaneous bonus of a +1. And it'll tell you what constitution checks are for. If you're wondering why he has 20 charisma, let's see here. He has a +5 modifier here, and he has a +2 racial bonus. And that's it. And it'll tell you what charisma checks are for and what it is: intimidation, performance, those different things that fall under charisma. Now he has an initiative of a +1. If you click where the +1 is, it's actually going to roll for you, and he got a nat 20. Nice. Now in Roll20 it will show up, so all of the players and the viewers are able to see it. D&D Beyond does report, so all people in the campaign can see it. So that way our viewers can get excited with your nat 20s. So if you want to see initiative, you have to click not on the button, but right below it. And it'll tell you what the initiative is. If you have any added conditions, you can add them. Those are what some of those things are on the Roll20, where we added all those tokens to Maha. Let's see. These are all of his. So everything is broken down. In 5e, you're allowed one attack or one action, unless you have otherwise specified. One action, one bonus action, one reaction, and if you have any other special things that you can do or limited use things you can do. So it's really easy during combat to figure out what you can do. So if you know that you want to attack as your action, these are Andre's attacks right here. So immediately, and he gets right here, it'll tell you how many attacks he's allowed per action. So we know, let's have him strike with his Morning Star. That was a 6, does not hit. But if, let's say it did hit, we would click 1d8 plus 6 piercing, and it would automatically roll the damage. And let me log into Roll20 so we don't keep seeing those pop up, because it's saying that it's not able to actually connect. So connecting. Okay, so let's say we roll to hit 17, it hits, roll the damage, gets 1 damage. And in Roll20, we have all of the information here. So all of the players and all the viewers get to see the excitement happening unfold in front of them. So we did his 2 attacks. So that means he can do a bonus action, which he can do a spiritual weapon, which, if you're wondering what is a spiritual weapon, you just click on it and it will just tell you what it is. So, and then he has 1 reaction, which the only reaction he can do is opportunity attack, so nothing else. And then others, let's see, channel divinity as an action. So this is not a free action that he gets to do. To force creatures within 30 feet to make a wisdom saving throw, or they become frightened for 1 minute. Creatures can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of their turns. And if like that's not enough information, there's more information up here just by clicking on it. Limited use, these are what he can do. He's done 2 divine senses, and again it's saying as an action. So let's go under his actions. We have his attacks that he can do, but we also have those limited actions that he can do as actions as well. Let's see, so he has disadvantage. Why does he have disadvantage? Click on the disadvantage. Because he's wearing chainmail. So if he has whispering, he wouldn't have to roll at disadvantage. Now, to roll at disadvantage, you can right click, and then you can do a regular roll. You can roll at advantage, or you can roll at disadvantage. Let's see, his languages that he speaks are over here. Everything is just so well put out. Okay, so let's say he is damaged 88 points. He is now rolling death saving throws. You now will roll a 1d20, and you can, anything that you see a B, because I have Beyond 20, what normally couldn't be rolled in D&D Beyond is now rollable. So unfortunately this one is not one of those things that will show up here, but it'll show up right here. Death saving throw. So he passed 1, and he passed 2, failed 1. There we go. And then I click here again, and it will show up right here, 15. So things that normally, oh, that was actually a pass, so he passed. Good for you, Andre. Now let's actually heal him. Current HP. I gotta make this a little bit bigger so we can actually see. Go away. We'll worry about this later. He's at 0 HP, that's fine. There we go. So let's see. What other things do we need to go over? Let me go to a different campaign to show you a druid. My campaigns. View campaign. Let's see. Rory. So one cool thing is under extras, I have all of my normal things that I like to turn into. Let's bring up Wolf. Normally you can't roll from here because this is just information. With Beyond 20, it makes everything rollable. Again, not in D&D Beyond, but it will show up in the Roll20 right here. So Wolf Insight 25. A giant goat. And let's say they don't have any of the creatures that I want. Manage extras. And I can choose, let's see, I want to find a wild shape. These are all of the wild shapes that I have access to. And I can search by challenge rating. I can type in, let's say, a cloud shark. Oh, cloud shark is not here. Had that in a different campaign. I think that's why. let's do a jackal. A jackal. Add it. Jackal has now been added here. Some have pictures, some don't. I think this wolf looks more like a koala bear. Just to me it does. But it gives all the pertinent information. AC, extra HP. So armor class is 11. It has 19 hit points, so that means I would have 19 additional temporary hit points. So I would put 19 in here. But I'll get rid of that so I don't mess up anything for my game. No, go away. 0. There we go. I have no defenses or resistances. If I did, Andre had one here as well. So if you have any resistances, that is something that will show up for you. Let's see. Saving throws. I think this is everything inside. Let's actually get to creating a character. My campaigns. Frankly, I don't give a fork. And we're going to create an unassigned character. So when you're creating a character for your audition, we are all homebrew, so click it all off. We'll put in test character. All of this will be checked off. All of these will be left alone as is. And we leave it public so you can go ahead and see Andre's character. If you're wondering, how did Grim make Andre? You can go and look and see how he did it. You can't change anything on his character sheet, but you can see it. Here you have access to all of the races, including my homebrew creations. So under Aarakocra, we have a Puffin variant. We have many different... We are all about homebrew here. So a firefly you can be. And if there isn't something that you see, we can make it. That is not an issue at all. So let's go with Hobgoblin. Choose race. It tells you, wherever you see an exclamation point, that means that you have to do something. Let's choose a martial weapon. Let's get a net and a scimitar. That explanation point goes away because you have finished everything that you needed to do here. Again, everything is clickable. If you're wondering what your size is, this is what it normally is. If you're wondering what your speed is, you have a walking speed of 30. Your languages, you can speak, read, and write Common and Goblin. Your saving face. And then let's choose our race. Let's make him a rogue. Feels right. Again, I have things I have to do right away. The rogue gets to do all of the things. And I choose my expertise. Now, currently, we are level 7. Be sure to double check with us because we may have gone up. So let's put it to level 7. Automatically, it gives you the maximum amount for your first hit points, and then it takes the average for every single one. If you would like to roll, you're more than welcome to roll for it. Again, it just has to be in front of a moderator or a DM. So it will give you the maximum for the first level, but for the 6 following, it'll give you the average. Let's see, so we've got Roguish Archetype. I'm just clicking random things just to get... We'll do an ability score improvement to intelligence and dexterity, expertise. We'll make him thieves' tools and persuasion. So here is where you can do the standard array if you want. We have had everyone roll for their own. You can roll here and it will roll and it will show us what you get. So if you are unable to get a moderator, you are more than welcome to do this. It will go away. Go away, dice. There we go. It will show us what you have gotten. And you can only roll one at a time, so it does take a little bit. Not terrible, not terrible. So you are able to choose what you'd like to put them into where, and it will apply it. If you would like to roll with your regular clickety-clackities at home, you just need to have a moderator watch you or the DM watch you, and then you can input it here. Oh, it'd actually be numbers. You wouldn't have. So anything under 10, we normally have you re-roll. So if you get a 10, anything under a 10, I don't know if it will allow you. You can reset to, you have to press it twice to reset. Yes, it will allow you to have this under 10. So if you get it under 10, automatically, I don't know how to add a new group on and start rolling. Again, we got a 9, so delete this group. Confirm. Reset group. Confirm. Roll. 13. Ooh, that die went a little crazy. 15. 17. Oh, this is pretty good. This is pretty darn good. 13. 8. Oof. That's okay. It's a dump stat. So this is actually pretty decent. You can choose to keep a dump stat if you want. They can be used for comedy, or you can choose to re-roll all of them. Unfortunately, you can't re-roll just one of them. So that's why we recommend, if you do it with a moderator, they may be a little bit more lenient. If they notice that you have all 11s, they'll be like, okay, re-roll 3 of your 11s. So I would recommend doing it with a moderator. Choosing your background. Make sure you choose your background. Do not build a custom background, because then you will cheat yourself out of skills or languages. If there is something that you do not see that fits you, we can make your own background that'll fit. We did that for Little B, and we did that also for I forget the character's name, for T-Wall's background. No, actually I think he took Entertainer as a background, so let's go to Entertainer. Right here, Entertainer. Went too far. Entertainer. Yeah, he took Entertainer. So he got to choose a skill, and then he got to choose a musical instrument and a tool. By popular demand, this is a feature that he gets. And then suggested characteristics. You can either roll for a random one, or you can choose as many that fit you. You can also create custom ones for you on the next page, I believe. Or no, down here. So physical traits you put in, character descriptions you can put in, and then this is where you have all of your personal characteristics. If you're like, ooh, I did not mean to add this one, go ahead and remove it. And then you don't have to save, it automatically does it. Flaws, be sure to add some flaws. Again, you can add some of the custom ones, or you can add your own. And some bonds. Any organizations that you have, backstory, any enemies that you have, this will all help the DM. The more information you put in it, the more likely we will be able to intertwine your story into your backstory into our current story, which Daniel is a huge fan of doing, and so am I. Automatically, you'll be starting off with your starting equipment. You got to choose whatever you want: a rapier, a short sword, Dungeoneer's pack. We're gonna grab a dulcimer, a love letter, and add starting equipment. Typically, you'll also get gold to buy whatever you want. So let's go to our character sheet. Yes, yes. Okay, so, ooh, strength 0, plus 0. That's wonderful. So you'll notice that my armor class is a 14. We go to my equipment, I can equip stuff. Oh, my leather armor just brought me up to a 15. And now, once I've equipped all of my weapons, even if you're not currently using all of your weapons, you will notice in your actions all of your weapons are there. So leave them equipped, that way you can just click and roll. Let's see. We have all of your information about your features and your traits. If your class features are here, racial treats here. Any feats that you've added, manage feats, you can add them. You have to speak to a DM. You can't just add them willy-nilly. My first time going, I was like, I'm going to keep going until it tells me to stop. It will not tell you to stop because technically you can add as many as you want. Just that is not what we are doing in this campaign. Descriptions, all of the information that we put in, notes, all of the information that you could have put in, extras. This is where you can add if you have a pet. You have a Demogorgon as a pet. There you go. 123 pets. Ooh. Hello, Grim. Grim is in the chat section below. He is who I was talking about, who we got to see Andre for a moment. So he was the one that has auditioned out. So hello. Let's see what else. All of our information is here. We are currently proficient in light armor, and hovering over it, we know we are a hobgoblin rogue. These are weapons that we get because we are rogue. We get all of these because we are rogue. I doubly get this because I'm rogue, apparently. Thieves can't, and this is because of goblins and goblins. Everything is clickable. If you are wondering, why do I have 73 HP? Yeah, go away. Hit points. It does not actually tell you why you have 73 HP. But I could add 93. Let's say I do that. It will not allow me to because my maximum from what it was is 73. So even if so your temporary, you have to be sure to add to the temporary or else you would not be able to add them. That is a lot of temporary. That is a lot. Conditions, he's incapacitated, invisible. And when all of these are going off, when you check these off, go to, we have in Roll20, it'll let everyone know what has happened to you. So that is fun and it will also tell them that you are no longer those things. So it's really fun to getting our players and our characters involved with our viewers. Let's see. I think this is it for creating your character. So we're going to be... So this is for Beyond 20. We'll actually get into this in a minute. Let us go to DnDBeyond. So when you join our campaign, you will have access to all of the source books that I have purchased. View all source books. If you are ever curious about rules, there's the player handbooks, the basic rules, everything that you could possibly want to look up. We do a fair access to it because it unfortunately has to be the owner of the campaign that creates it. So if there is something that you are interested in making, you can create it and I can add it to our campaign. Or you can just tell us exactly what you want and we can create it. But I have enjoyed making so much homebrew. Let me get my collection up. It is so much fun. Andre's Monster Handling Hunter's Guide. I have never submitted this, so you will not be able to see it. Only published items that I've done is what is available to add to other people's campaigns. This is more specifically for Andre character alone. Like, no one else would really have this because I made this custom made for Andre. So that is the only reason why I have not made it public for everybody. But there are hundreds of items. Now this one, why is this one minus 6 points? Ooh, what did somebody make? Let's see. Appears to be a can of soda, but when touched you can feel it is vibrating powerfully. You can point it at a hostile creature and you can see within 30 feet and use the action to open the soda, consuming it. The target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 bludgeoning damage or be blinded for 5 minutes. Oh my. You get some fun ones. The best thing I like to do is turn the rating up to the highest. This Boots of Vigilant. What is boot? Oh, Matt Mercer made this, so it has to be amazing. While you're wearing these boots, you can sense impending danger. You roll initiative. You choose to add 1d8 to your initiative roll. Once the ability is used, you cannot use it until the next dawn. That is amazing. So if I like this, I can just add it to my collection. That means now my players have access to it because, oh, what else did he make? This is very specific. He must have made... Ooh, he's been busy. Is this the real Matt Mercer, though, I wonder? I doubt that they would let anyone else have Matt Mercer's name, since he's working with them. Okay, so that is really cool. Let's see, Marketplace. If you are interested in getting a subscription, the free one I would highly recommend. The only downside is that you can only have up to 6 characters that you create. That is the only downside to it. So if you were interested, the hero tier is what you would need if you like to create characters. The reason why I have the pro is so that I can share unlocked official content with others. So that is the only difference from getting the medium grade and the from getting the hero from the master. So do not get master tier, because once you join our campaign, you'll get access to all of the books that I've purchased stupidly. Let's see. I think that is it for this. You can buy dice from them. You can buy digital dice. You can buy books from them. They're really cool. They're easy to spend your money on. And it adds up. And it's all digital, so you're not getting anything physical from it at all. So you do need to be careful about that. Like, oh, this is really nice looking. No, Emily, you don't need it. But I want it. Okay. Oh, it even lets you zoom in on it. That's cool. So there are things that you can buy. Oh, they have maps now? That's... Oh, tactical maps. Yes, 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 yes. This is, again, it's not... It's all digital. So you're not getting anything physical for it. Adventures, again, all adventures and all source books. We have it all. You can get access to all of it. Ooh. I don't have Tasha's. I could have sworn I did. Lies, I have it right here. Trying to make me buy it again. Let's see how it is. But yeah, so in your source book, you can actually, let's go to Paladin. It tells you all the information about it. You can jump around. It's really... I actually prefer digital books to physical books in campaigns. That's a very controversial thing to say, I realize. I have plenty of physical books, but if I can do a Control F and search the entire book and find out that this character was mentioned 76 times on these pages, that makes it so much easier for me to do, rather than me having to get a physical book out and flip through it and attempt to search manually for it. So controversial, I realize, but and the forums, if you have ever any questions, they are really fantastic here. They are very supportive. I have created many things and put them in the forums for advice on how to create them. So very supportive community. Really appreciate that a lot. Also, really small detail, not important at all. You'll notice this little dancing wizard. He normally isn't here. You just have to mouse over him, click on him, and then he's always there. I don't know what the purpose of him is. I just am tickled pink by him. I love him. And that is all I have for D&D Beyond. My next third video will be Beyond 20. And thank you everyone that is watching. Thank you High Fructose Corn Syrup. Thank you Grimwall. And thank you for 2 others stopping by. I appreciate it. These will be available in our Discord server I will have one more video that I will be doing in a few minutes for Beyond 20. Super simple, it'll take about 5 minutes, if that. But yeah, thank you so much, and I will see